What is money? Money is generally defined as something that can be used as a medium of exchange between equal values of work and resources. In this way, money can act as a store of value, a unit of account, and as a medium of exchange. When discussing how Bitcoin functions as both a currency and as a payment system, it's useful to understand how society has transferred value historically. Over many generations, people have adapted different mediums to transfer value amongst them, and each of these methods has responded to inefficiencies in the methods that preceded them. Historically, people used the barter system in which they traded something they owned for something they wanted. The medium of exchange in this system ranged from livestock to grains to textiles, depending on what groups had in supply or needed from others. The value of these goods is not guaranteed in any way. Rather, the parties have the obligation to inspect the goods and determine their unique value themselves. There is also no traditional manner of recourse if one party changes their mind after the deal. Bartering is quite limited for a few reasons. First, it relies on parties having complementary needs, or coincidence of wants, as it is often called. Second, there may be an absence of common measure of value between the parties. Third, many items are not easily divisible, and finally, perishable goods depreciate in value quickly. The limitations of the bartering system led to the rise of commodities as a method of transacting. Gold was the most popular commodity to use, primarily because people valued its physical properties. So what made gold so good to use? Gold is scarce, so there's not too much of it. Durable, so it will last over time and use. Divisible, so it's more practical to exchange. And distinctive, it's really hard to fake. In practice, gold was used much like bartering. There must be a physical delivery of gold for the transaction to occur, and there is no recourse available after a transaction. There is also no central authority guaranteeing the value of gold. Rather, people maintain a belief that gold will remain desirable in the future in determining its present value. While it was more convenient to trade with gold than to barter, people were still limited because storing and transporting gold can be fairly difficult. Since gold was not extremely practical, countries began developing paper money to act as placeholders for easier use. In the US, cash was traditionally backed by a set amount of gold. However, this gold standard eventually gave way to the fiat money we see today. Instead of a one-to-one relationship between paper notes and a physical commodity, governments simply declare that the paper notes have value and can thus be used in commerce. In this system, the underlying value of cash is rooted in the trust people have for whatever government is backing the currency. An important consequence of fiat money is that there is now an unbounded supply of money. Governments can print more money at will as a political tool, devaluing the money already in supply.